Well, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're looking at a beer that was sent to me by Dan from Boozereviewsca. Thank you very much, Dan. As you know, my wife is ridden off work right now. I'm the only one working, so you will get something back. It just has to wait till I have some stuff coming in from her, too. So beer karma will come your way. Do not worry. This beer is from Sound Brewery. This beer is a licensed beer. This is a Mortal Kombat X beer. This is the Scorpion Imperial Stout. Scorpion! Get over here! Get over here! This has chilies and Madagascar vanilla beans. With chilies and vanilla beans. A dangerously drinkable Imperial Stout. Fire and ice in a glass. The fiery Southwest chilies and cooling Madagascar vanilla beans pair nicely with all the exotic notes produced by a magical yeast strain. I have a magical yeast strain. I rub it all over my... Never mind. 8% alcohol. So thank you very much. He sent this to me going, hey man, from one gamer to another. And yeah, I've been a gamer for a good portion of my life. I don't get to game as much as I'd like to. But I have a shitload of them. Oh, it's behind me. I was going to say, there's usually a gaming shelf over here. There's a gaming shelf over there with my retro games. I usually have my modern games over here. But everything's in a box right now, so I remember what I've already played online and what I haven't, because I do stream every once in a while, and I do put up gaming videos every once in a while, just as filler on the channel. So here we go, the Mortal Kombat X Scorpion Stout. Cannot see through it. It is as black as the black blood of the earth. The head, beautiful mocha head, almost like chocolate milk. Not really a snap crackle pop at all. That head is pretty thick. Little tiny bubbles forming on the top. Scent. Okay, out of the glass, you get a little touch of chilies. It almost comes off as like ancho chilies because they're not smoky, they're not hot, they're just kind of they just kind of come off with just a little bit of zang. Not even jalapenos or anything, just a little zang. Bottle, though. My God, the bottle smells amazing. The bottle reminds me of the Mill Street Vanilla Porter when I had it right off the fermenter before they even put the nitrogen in it. Before it was even done fully fermenting. It was just a big blast of Madagascar vanilla. And that's what you get out of the bottle. It's just chocolate and vanilla in heaven. Oh my God, the bottle smells divine. The glass smells like chili peppers and coffee. The bottle smells divine. So somehow, even though the bottle has so much vanilla scent on it, period, there is none really coming out of the glass, and I'm surprised by that because I mean, even though this isn't a Bruegel or a tulip or even a snifter, usually even this glass without a rim would still give off some scent, but it's not really. Anyway, let's try it. Cheers. That is spectacular. That is spectacular. All the way from the front to the end, that's spectacular. Narrowing down the chilies, and I am, as well as a beer head and a scotch drinker, and a gin drinker. I don't really like vodka or rum or anything like that. Gin and scotch are my alcohols, and beer is my drink of choice. But other than those, I'm a big chili head. Most of you know that. I have hundreds of reviews of different chili peppers and hot peppers and the Paqui fucking one chip challenge where I did 2 chips instead. I love that stuff. I love heat. I could not tell you what hot pepper is in this, what type of chili it is. Is it a Red Dragon? Is it just a super chili? Is it just a ancho chili? Is it a chipotle? You can't really pick it up because there's just so much other stuff going on. There is a zang across the tongue. that lasts from the beginning all the way to the end. It's still there. It's much better than a lot of jalapeno beers. It's a lot better than some fucking ghost pepper beers. The only real big pepper beers that actually had a good burn to them that I personally had was like the habanero pumpkin beer from Cayman Kettle, and like Crime and Punishment from Stone. Whether you like Stone or not, they did a good pepper beer. So pepper taste from the front all the way to the back. It starts on the front of your tongue, right at the tip of your tongue as soon as you sip it. And it just emanates back, and it emanates back up your throat. This is 8% alcohol. You can't really tell. However, is there no alcohol burn, or is the pepper hiding it? I do not know. I couldn't really tell you. However, just like they say, it's fire and ice in the same glass, because you are getting that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful vanilla flavor that goes the entire gambit as well, right from the tip of the tongue to the back of the tongue, which helps balance and counteract that pepper taste. Medium bodied, light carbonation, nice milk chocolate forefront as well. So you get milk chocolate, the pepper, and the vanilla all up at the forefront. This is a beautiful taste. It actually reminds me of when I was writing. When I at one point I was blogging for Chili's up in Manotick and Ottawa. They are a hot sauce company. They have over 1,200 hot sauces to choose from, and hot food products and stuff like that. And while I was blogging for them, I would order stuff. I would order about $100 worth of product at a time, and they would send me another like $60 worth of product for pay for me to write for them. And one of the things I had sent to me was some chocolate. I believe the company was called Grimm. It was a UK chocolate company. It was all pepper chocolates. And this reminds me of one of their chocolates just because the flavors are so intense. The vanilla is just so intense. The chocolate is so intense. And the pepper is there, and it just reminds me of like a Mayan chocolate bar, or that UK chocolate bar that was going back to the old like Mayan way of doing spicy chocolate. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. There's a nice black coffee and earthiness on the back end. Just that not even earthiness, it's woodsiness. It's almost like you chewed on a branch. So just this woodsy taste mixed with a nice black coffee taste at the background, but also still with that chocolate, vanilla, and pepper emanation. The pepper, vanilla, and chocolate are right from the beginning to the finish. This is a beautiful beer. Thank you, Dan. I really enjoy this beer. Out of 10 on this? I think I'd give this an 8.75. I think it's almost worth a 9. I really love it. I just don't know if I actually think it's worth a 9. Did it meet my flavor expectations? Yes, it met my flavor expectations. It probably surpassed my flavor expectations, because most of these licensed beers aren't usually very good. This one's great. I mean, the beers that are made for the masses, which are any of these licensed beers, usually don't have as much flavor as this one does. So I was impressed by this. Again, thank you, Dan, Painkiller, PK, Boozereviewsca, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Thank you. 8.75 out of 10. Sound Breweries, Mortal Kombat X, Scorpion, Imperial Stout. I wish I had a chain. Get over here! Bye, guys.